8 hidden signs. She's romantically interested in you. I know how confusing it can be, wondering if she's into you or just being friendly. Especially in age gap relationships, the fear of misreading signals can be paralyzing, but you're not alone. Let's break it down together and uncover 8 hidden signs that prove she's romantically interested. 1. She finds reasons to be around you. Picture this: you're at a social event, and you notice she keeps gravitating towards you. It's not always obvious. Maybe she asks for your opinion on something trivial, or strikes up a casual conversation about the weather. But if she's consistently finding reasons to be in your space, that's a strong hint she's romantically interested. In age gap relationships, younger women may feel the need to be more subtle, fearing they'll come across as too forward. So instead of outright flirting, they'll use excuses to be near you, hoping you'll catch on. Think of it as her way of saying, "I'm here, notice me," without actually saying it. 2. She mirrors your actions in speech. Ever catch her sipping her drink right after you take a sip? Or maybe you notice she started using phrases you often say. That's mirroring a subconscious behavior people exhibit when they're attracted to someone. In age gap dynamics, this becomes even more telling. Mirroring is her way of creating a connection, subtly showing she feels in sync with you. It's like her way of saying, "Hey, we're on the same wavelength," without having to spell it out. If you notice this behavior, it's a strong sign she's drawn to you. 3. She brings up topics that bridge the age gap. One hidden sign that she's romantically interested is when she makes an effort to connect with you on common ground. Despite the age difference, maybe she mentions classic movies she knows you like, or talks about music from your era, even if it's not her usual taste. This is her way of showing that she values your interests and wants to build a connection that transcends the age gap. It's like she's saying, "I want to understand your world," which is a pretty clear sign of romantic interest. 4. She teases you about the age difference, but in a flirty way. This one's a classic if she jokes about the age gap, but it's lighthearted and flirty rather than critical. That's a green flag. Comments like, "I bet you don't even know what TikTok is," paired with a playful smile, are her way of breaking the ice and establishing a flirtatious dynamic. Teasing helps ease any tension about the age difference and lets her flirt without being too direct. It's her way of testing the waters to see if you're open to something more. 5. She compliments your maturity and life experience. Younger women interested in older men often highlight what they admire most about them, usually traits like maturity, wisdom, and stability. If she compliments your life experience, your career achievements, or even the way you handle challenges, it's more than just polite conversation. She's signaling that she values what you bring to the table, and it's her subtle way of saying, "I'm attracted to qualities that come with age." These compliments often go beyond surface level and dig into who you are as a person, which is a strong indicator of romantic interest. 6. She asks personal questions about your love life. If she's digging into your relationship history or asking about your views on love and commitment, that's a major clue. Questions like, "Have you ever been in a serious relationship?" or "What do you look for in a partner?" show that she's trying to gauge compatibility. In age gap relationships, this can be her way of figuring out if you're open to dating someone younger without having to outright say it. It's a subtle but effective way of steering the conversation toward romance. 7. She shows genuine curiosity about your passions. When a woman is romantically interested, she'll take a deeper interest in your hobbies and passions, even if they're not things she's naturally drawn to. Maybe you're into classic cars or vintage vinyl records, and suddenly, she's asking questions or even suggesting a weekend car show. This is her way of creating shared experiences and building a connection. It's less about the hobby itself and more about spending time with you and showing that she values what makes you tick. 8. She initiates contact but keeps it casual. You might notice she texts you first, but under casual pretenses, sending you a meme she thought you'd find funny, or asking a random question. This low-pressure approach allows her to stay on your radar without coming across as too forward. In age gap relationships, this kind of subtle initiation is often her way of balancing interest. With caution, it's her testing the waters to see if you'll take the bait and engage more deeply.